And there we go. Well, this immersion is hosted by me. I'm not a teacher. I'm here to learn, to study, and I brought this topic to talk and exchange ideas. You're not gonna be corrected in any way. It's not allowed. It's prohibited corrections. If you want to be corrected, if you need feedbacks, you can assign one of our groups of the fluency training where you have everything you need to develop your English skills from 0 to fluence in up to 12 months. And every time we start with a personal presentation, please bring something new. If you're bored or you're tired of your personal presentation, you're an adult, you're not a baby anymore, so you can present anything you want. Okay, so you can bring new vocabulary, new expressions, just prepare yourself. And I'm gonna start asking Erica to present herself first, and then we go from there.
Good morning, guys. My name is Erica. I live in Belo Horizonte with my family, but I was born in the countryside of the state. I born in Ponte Nova. It's a small inner-safe city from Minas Gerais. I have a bachelor degree in nutrition, and I'm postgraduated in clinical nutrition. Here in Belo Horizonte, I'm building my professional life. I work in a public service. And I can say I enjoy a lot my job. In my spare time, I love to cook and to swim. I always say that. For me, it's so relaxing and refreshing when I can swim in the middle of the day. I swim every Tuesday and Thursday at the middle of the day. And about talking talk, I've been studying here for 5 months now. And my goal, like everyone, is to enhance my soft skill, to get more confidence to speak English with others. So this is a little bit about me. Thank you.
Very good, very good. And what about you, Rosalia? Present yourself, please.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Rosalia. I'm 57 years old. I'm from a small town in north of Paraná called Manuel Ribas. But I have been living here in Joinville for about 25 years already. And I work as a real estate in my own company. It's not a company, but a little company. It's my husband. And what else? Okay, I'm here because I want to improve more my English. I need to enhance some vocabulary, something, because I always use the same vocabulary. Then I think the first time of the day it's the better to put more vocabulary in my mind. And because of it, I'm here. And in my free time, I love watching some series like Turk series, especially Turk series, because I love so much. Then because of that, it's my dream to know Turkey. Then I hope I will make this dream in the next year. I will going to visit Turkey. And like Erica, I like to cooking something, especially cookies. And I love to spend time with my family. That's it for today.
Great, great to hear from you. Lurian, what about yourself? Introduce yourself, please.
Hi everyone, good morning. So I'm Lurian, I live in Belo Horizonte, like Erica too. I'm 34 years old. So since everyone is talking about food, I like to cook, but I don't like to cook for like a routine, I like to cook to have an experience, to enjoy this moment, to sometimes to drink a cup of wine. And yesterday we did that. I like to use the night to enjoy the life with my partner, and we did pasta carbonara, which was really really good. And we drink a cup of wine too, and after we watch a movie together. I don't know, this is a kind of traditions between us, but we always change. So sometimes we watch a movie, sometimes a TV show. We are watching The Last of Us. It's a TV show from HBO. And also we like to play video games together. In this moment, we are playing It Takes Two. That's a video game that Osvaldo indicated to me and we bought and we are playing, but I don't want this video game finished because it's really, really, really good. So we are playing like really slow. So that's it. Something new to share. Thanks.
Very good, Lurian. And last but not least, Osvaldo, go ahead.
Hey guys, good morning. Well, I'm father of two amazing guys, I would say, a little guys, teenager from about my first marriage, you know. Both they don't live with me currently. They live at the same city like me. This topic is awesome for me because I try to be a kind of a reference, not only for my family, but in society at large too. So I I I like to try to help and one and if it's possible, of course. And yeah, I work as software developer since pandemic. Um, Let me see. Yeah, and I'm here to enhancing my communication skills, not only in English, but I think it's important to express ourselves as better as possible. So yeah, I'm doing my best. And just a note, Phil. For me, the hardest part to wake up early is change the time that I wake up, you know. So for me, it's the hardest part, you know, and that's it.
Yeah, I get it. In I think the first week it's not easy, so we're gonna create the habit. But anyway, I'm Philip. I have been living in Minas for quite a while nowadays. I was born and raised in São Paulo, and lately I have been really focused on work projects. I stopped practicing exercises. That's something I enjoy too much. And I love cooking, as you guys said as well, but not for me. I like to cook for other people. I feel really satisfied for that. Like barbecue with friends and family and having a good time. And the topic today is finding motivation at work, but we can go wider than that. And there is an expression here, or some expressions during the questions. The very first question usually is a definition of something. So what does it mean to feel in a slump at work, and have you ever experienced it? So without translating, without trying to get the translators, what do people understand about in a slump? Like we are talking about motivation at work during tough times. What does it mean to feel in a slump at work? Who can try answering this one? What does it mean to feel in a slump? I'm in a slump at work. Erica, go ahead.
Okay. From my point of view, I'm not sure, but in a slump means it living in the crisis or feel depressed in your place. I believe in Brazil, the majority of people are living in a nightclub because many of ours don't like it to our jobs. It's not my case. I have experienced this in my professional life, but I think people should overcome this because no one is obligated to working in the only place forever.
Very good. That's exactly what it means. To feel in a slump. Have you ever experienced it before? Erica, have you ever experienced a slump?
As I mentioned before, I haven't experienced it before. Nowadays, I work in a public service. I enjoy my job, so I can say this.
But any not just about work, but other areas in your life have ever experienced in a slump somehow?
Yeah, in my personal life, I already experienced this. In the past, I have a relationship that I feel I slump because of this. I broken down. So I won't explain more about this. But yes, everyone in their life, in the certain point of your life, you already live in a slump. So I think I can't say no for this question in the all parts of my life. But now I only focus on my professional life.
Very good. Very good. Like that. Um, and you, Osvaldo, have you ever experienced in a slump? Did you get the meaning?
For sure. Sometimes during my journey, I think good example is about my first marriage. I felt in a slump by the time in that relationship because I've earned a lot of weight. I felt so bad with myself, and it was hard to define the best time to cut ties that relationship, but it was necessary. Um, I get rid of everything that make me away from my goals, personal and career ones. So yeah, that's it. Oh, another example was about a job that I got working as a developer in my current developer journey, where I got more income, but the job and the way that the job happened, it was not good for me, and I decided to give up, to change. To be honest, I changed for my current role, where I went there to earn less money, because I truly believe that this journey could be bring more happiness, I would say. And yeah, I think these two good examples.
Yeah. I think it's a good topic to discuss here at 6 a.m. in the morning, to remember, to recall moments where we felt in a slump. So, Lurian, have you ever had this experience, or have you felt like this before? How can you explain a little bit about it?
For sure, I felt. First, in my professional life, I used to think about when I was a kid that I I could be other person in my professional life, like in this cooperative world, about to be a big boss, or maybe to have a really nice position. But in my old thoughts, I think more about like the business human, like I have this conception in my mind. So when I was growing and I was discovering all the things about my career, trying the positions I had, this was like consuming me because of I couldn't do, I haven't um, uh, how can I say, feel like that I can do that, because of my personality. And I don't know if I want that nowadays. Yesterday, I asked something about happiness, and they said, "What do you think could be happiness for you before and is not for you now?" And I think it's that because in the past I was looking for this. You know, I really want this, and nowadays I'm just trying to live better with my personality too, with who I am, with the opportunities of this world, because sometimes it's not for me, you know. I feel like I'm trying to fight a lot, a lot to prove myself to, like what I did a lot of courses. I took some lessons. What more I can do, right? So it's really hard. And in my last job, I did a really bad experience because I was a professional. How can I say? Everyone said I was the good one, but no one gave me the position. So this is what really hard for me. I need to work on this in therapy. And my personal life, I can say about a relationship too. I lived with someone for 7 years. I know who I am today is because of this relationship. But when I think about this, it's so like annoying to like ah, Luria, you know this, how you could live in this way, you know? I want all the things. I didn't think about my freedom, my way now. So looks like I was blind. I was totally blind. So I felt in this lamp. And nowadays I try to respect myself more. If I'm not in the path I want to be, I try to take the decision, or try to change the exact moment. You know, I don't wait anymore, because sometimes you just I felt more in this lamp, you know, because I'm waiting. I want something change, and you just be more in this lamp. You cannot be out. So like
Yeah.
everyone's challenge of life, right?
Yeah. And it's good to when you people answer, use the expression in a slump every single time. So you're gonna get it by the end of this immersion. It's gonna feel like, oh, I have learned this expression. That's the idea of each immersion. You need to finish with something new learned, period. You know, this is a new expression for me, though it's not like an expression that maybe I'm not gonna use that much, but I'm gonna try my best. Rosalia, I'm gonna get what Lurian said, not related to work, but related to life itself. Have you ever experienced this in a slump feeling anytime in your life, and um, how was it?
Yeah, I think so, because you work as a people, and then it's difficult to how can I say that? Because the people is different. Then when you need to fit something, you need to talk with him, you need to accept them, then it's not easy. Then you are all the time in Islam. My husband, oh my gosh, all the time to be controlled because of them, to have a problem all the time because you work as so many families. Then how family is different, and then had different problem. But I remember one day I was at the supermarket. Then the last year it was terrible because you will make a decision to solve the supermarket. Then I remember a time that you had solved, but the end of the week we took all our thing on the room, because in the Sunday we you make this fazer a venda. Oh my gosh, I forgot the word now.
To sell, to make
You
the
to sell, yes, to sell in the Monday. But at the beginning of the day, in this the Monday, my husband received a call that it was wrong. Oh my gosh, it was terrible, because it was in my mind that was the last day that I need to stay there. Then it was terrible to redo everything again, to
Start
start
over.
again. Yes, it was terrible. You need to stay more 6 months to solve the supermarket. It was terrible this time, but it passed and it's okay. But it's terrible. And my family sometime now. My son was traveling. He was in Ireland today, and he was sick there. And called us yesterday. He was uh, with fever, something like this. My husband was there, talk with him, trying to know what to what to do because he was so far with us, and we are a little bit nervous today. It's not so in slump, but nervous.
Yeah, I think yeah, usually we feel in a slump at work because we need to pay bills and everything, and
Yeah,
we cannot change so quickly where we work and this and that. So it's
the best motivated is thinking of bills to continue to work.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love what I do. Actually, I really enjoy doing what I do. But sometimes, and it's quite often to feel that, I feel really I'm in a slump. Uh, and it's something that doesn't have a relation with me itself, but because of the market, because of uh, Brazilian economics or the world or anything like that, it changes the behavior of people, how they engage, how they buy things, how they look at um, consuming itself, or even when there's like a challenge that's not easy to solve, or I have no idea what to do. So sometimes I feel like that. And it disappears when I go to sleep and wake up early in the morning the next day. So that's usually how it works when I feel that. So, and of course, I have experienced that a lot before, yeah, in other times. And well, then the next question, and I think yesterday we had also other questions related to pandemic as well. So I'm not going to talk about pandemic specifically, but working from home, I don't know how you feel about that, but sometimes people, and me included, I feel in a slump working from home. Like I miss being in the office, being around people. So how how does it work for you, like working from home? How does it affect your motivation and energy? So, Erika, I don't know if you work from home or not. Have you worked from home before during the pandemic? No?
Oh, yes, during pandemic, yes, because in Belo Horizonte, all schools are closed during pandemic for 1 year and a half. So I still at home this time. And for me, it was amazing. In the beginning, I feel so confused because I'm really afraid of dying because of coronavirus. I can say that. In the beginning, I feel unmotivated and without energy. But after 6 months, I enjoy a lot because I could spend more time with my family, working with more freedom, so doing practical physical exercise during the afternoon. So, but in the beginning, no, I feel so confused because I'd like to say when people talk about working from home, I think you need to explain there is a different perspective from female and male. Why? Because for me, I need to cook, to clean my house, to wash my clothes. I'm not a mother, but if I was a mother, I needed to teach my children the subjects of school because they were at home. So it's like working twice, like a second round. You got my point. So I think, but nowadays I don't work from home. I need to go to the office, to the school. And for me, is I enjoy. I wouldn't like to work from home now. Maybe in the future.
Yeah. And do you believe like working from home affects motivation and energy of people?
Yes. When people work from home, I believe people got more motivation and energy because people can work in your way to stay at home. But stay at home should be better. But at the same time, you need to be you need to have maturity to work from home. Discipline, I can say this, because you need to share your home not only for your personal life but your professional one. So I remember here in Talking Talk, we had a guy. I remember once he said to me, he has another room outside his house and where he works. So he doesn't annoy his wife because his work is another place of the home. So I think it's important you should divide your house. So now in this place I'm working. When I get out, so I will live my personal life with my family. So I think it's so important you have this mentality when you are working from home.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. And for me, works pretty much the same. You need to like to have a place where you focus when you get the energy. I like to um I like to have a moment where I really focus on what I do. I wear clothes like I was going to like I pretend going to the office, so I do not use pajamas. I use perfume. I take a shower. So I do the same routine, but I don't take a bus, public transportation. So um, and when I was in São Paulo, it was perfect. Living in downtown São Paulo without the need of getting public transportation at seven something, everything crowded, everybody going to work. And I think it affects a lot, like getting public transportation. Crowded public transportation affects a lot this feeling, and you get into a slump once you go every single day with struggles to get to work, in my opinion. Much better than when you work from the office. There are disadvantages working in the office. It can affect and you get into a slump somehow as well, but for different reasons. Lurian, what about yourself? What's what affects your motivation and energy, like working from home or the office? What you can bring to us?
So at first, I work from home now. I started because of pandemic, and after, but the company decided that we could stay in this method, and I changed my work recently, but I'm keeping work from home. So first of all, I can say that we really save time and money because of that, because of the traffic. Like you said, Philip, I used to spend like 2-3 hours to go after, plus to go back. It's really hard. But I can say that even in the life that the life of home office, I felt in the slump in the beginning because I learned a lot with the time. It's almost
Mhm.
5 years now. But I felt in this lump because I just changed, everyone changed the routine, but we didn't know what we could expect it. So I remember a lot of times I took my laptop to work from my bed. I remember it was I didn't have a life, like I put everything in my room because
Was
since
work.
this, yes, and I remember that I took water, I took my bottle of coffee. Sometimes, if my mom said something about food, I just take the food and take the food from to eat in my bed in my room. Like my life was in my room because I was working a lot in that time. So yes, I really felt in a big one slump, but I was learning in the same time just because I couldn't see how to get out to get out of it. And I start to sometimes I when I have a meeting in the morning, like really like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Sometimes I just wake up like 5 minutes before to start. I didn't have time for anything, even for change my clothes to for anything. And I for a long time I remember I didn't have a table to put my laptop because my room was not ready to that, and I just accepted to live like that. So I really felt in the slump. But after 1 year, I remember I start to be more okay with that. I understand better. I start my first therapy sessions because of that, and I really need to understand that is really important to have an environment to work and an environment to rest, right? To sleep. That is important. Separate the things for your health in general. To don't be too confused. So I felt, and this is lamp that how I can work, without put my personal life. So
For her, yeah.
nowadays, I just put everything's normal. I work, I have the table, I have the laptop, I get up to do that. I need to take a water, go there, I go downstairs and I take the water. No,
So
because
you've learned how to deal with
yes,
situations.
I was like getting a lot of weight because of that too. So you learn it. This is a good thing, but I for sure I felt and this is lump for home office.
Very good. The tips, by the way, I think not just for work, for life, we have things that they do not help our motivation and energy, right? And that's exactly what I want to hear from Rosalia. What drains your motivation and energy? Like to drain, to what you can share.
Oof. What make me motivated?
No, what drains your motivation? What
Oh my
takes off
gosh.
your
Yes,
motivation?
yes, yes. I think my children. When
I
they
hope they are
have
not
some
watching
problem,
this.
oh my gosh, I have no energy to support them. Yeah. Because even they are so adult, it's like children. Because always when they have some problem, they got come to me and
Hey,
say
mom,
only to desabafo, my gosh. Then,
to
but oh
to release
yeah,
their
mother,
thoughts.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Then I absorb everything. Then oh my gosh, no talk to me. Stay to be calm. Then you can come to me and you can talk. But now I'm so nervous. You put me nervous. Uh, all your problem. I dreams. Is that no? I
And
dreams.
but this things like I understand that it's not that drains, but it's exhausting, right?
Yeah,
It's tiring.
Yeah, but
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
talking about the pandemic, because you are saying the side of the workers, but not the family, because it was my point this time. Because when the start the pandemic, the family was at home. Then my children start to work at home. My daughter psychology start to learn how to work at home, to attend at home. And my son start to work at home, need to learn too. But your girlfriend come to live with him to stay. I accept because I don't want to see my children outside of the home. Then they are living here and your partner together. Then
Everybody in the same
imagine
place.
everybody living here and all the thing at home, it was my responsibility because they are work all the day. Then I need to cook, I need to wash, I need to do everything. At the beginning, I was so happy because everyone is at home. Then I was so, but after a while, I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't continue because I'm so exhausted. I need to do everything because I wanna do for them because I think they are so tired, need to do the things after the job is so exhausted. They are exhausted. I need to do everything. Then all the thing only for my husband and I. Then oh my gosh, it was terrible at the beginning. But after a while, you used to getting used and continue. It was more or less for six months, more or less.
Very good. Yeah, and I lived the pandemic on my own, in my place, and I didn't have that, but the isolation made me feel a nice slump after a while. And talk and talk immersions and the happy hour helped me a lot
Yeah.
throughout to live throughout that time. So one of the things that make me feel in a slump is to not be in touch with people, real life scenarios. If it's just online, I get sick. And that's basically why I decided to quit IT, like even work in an office, because the project and the solutions themselves, they were not for the end user. They were just like to present the PowerPoint, the slide for a goal for the director and this and that, and I got the slump feeling back there. So when I had that feeling, I decided to carry on in another direction. So Osvaldo, I don't know how pandemic affected you, but did it take your energy and motivation somehow? Did you feel in a slump back there? And if you didn't, how was it to not to keep motivated and with energy?
Guys, I used to say I'm a square guy because I felt the opposite you talked about. For me, work by home is a privilege. I worked in head office. I had small business during my journey. And I need to say that I don't feel, I don't miss to have touch with personal, in physical way with people. Um, because my current role, I could study yesterday. I could build a simple game to enjoy learning a new program language. I'm here this time learning English with you. So for me, it's a privilege. Looking for my side as work, you know. But if you think about the business, I don't. I'm sure that it's hard to manage employees and teams and make good connections in business. For me, it's hard for company side, you know. So in my perspective, my perspective, on my opinion, the a good way to overcome that is the hybrid system, you know. The time will would depend of the company cultures and so on, but I'd like to work, for example, by head office, sometimes per month or per year, you know, depends of the company. But for me, the perfect way is hybrid for sure. Yeah.
And how you keep motivation and
I'm able to do a lot of things that I want, that I like. For example, I'm a passionate gamer, so I like to play some games, and so nowadays I have time to work, to study, and to enjoy this time as well. And I currently I use this time to practice more English. I try to be in international environments in these games, you know, to continue improve my communication skills, learn with youngers, you know. And the fact that I'm here, work by home, I can see the sun shines every single day if I like. For me, it's a privilege. So I think about that every single day in my life. It's a privilege to be here, work by home, stay with my family. I can have a lunch, a dinner, have breakfast with my family. I can stay with my children with more frequency, you know. So all this stuff for me is enough to make me motivated to be here.
very nice, very nice. I think for me, motivation, it comes from um, going out on the streets, walking, running, doing exercises, creating things, building new projects with new ideas. So yeah, usually I don't like to plan too much. I have like a plan in my head, and then I put into action as quick as possible, and then I see that happening, and then the motivation comes within. Yeah. Let me go to Erica back again. Erica, which situation you felt in a slump, and how did you overcome it? What you can share with us?
For example, when I feel in a slump in my job, because I love my job, but sometimes I feel a slump as well. When I don't have the opportunity to share my knowledge, my experience. Nowadays, I work in a collaborative environment, but in the past, no. Work in a place that contributes to competition, when you feel that someone would like to damage you, for me, is a kind of thing that I feel in a slump. So it drains my energy in the some way. I feel like anemic, so without energy, without motivation, like I'd like to go away now. So, but what I do, how I overcome this situation, I try to talk to people about my feelings. I always say, I always do like, I always said about what I'm feeling now. Oh, you have a problem and you need to discuss about that, because it's not possible you working this way. So for me, it's important to the communication, the soft skills. You need to always put in the game, because sometimes it's so hard when you don't like the place where that you're working. And when I feel it's like because of this, the people that compete a lot and try to damage myself. For me, the worst thing in my life.
Very nice. And I think there are a lot of people that face the same, where they are not heard at work, you know. So once they are not heard in different ways, they feel in a slump. And I think there are researchers about this, that people, they leave their jobs not because of money itself, but also because of leadership that doesn't listen to them, especially, you know. Very nice. Osvaldo, you're nodding. So have you ever felt in a slump in the same way like Erika?
Yeah, for sure. When I worked in IT infrastructure field, around of, let me see, 18 years ago, it was one of the reasons that I decided to change my career, you know. In this field, my perspective, the employers and all, uh, in everything related that is considered only cost, not investment, you know. And this mindset drained me a lot along my journey in this field, and that was the main reason that I decided to change my career. And by the time I decided to had some experience with some small business that I had by the time, and yeah, for sure, Phil, it was hard to me not to be listened, like you said, you know. Yeah, that's it.
Very good, very good. And you, Rosalia, um, have you ever was is there anything that made you feel in a slump, like in your life, and you remember now that you can share it, and do you remember how you solve it?
Oh my gosh. I'm living a time that I'm not in a slump anymore for a long time, but I think I could share an example. In the last weekend, we are in my mom's house with all my siblings. Then one of them, that now we have a birthday of my mom. He will complete 8 years old. Then we are preparing a party for him, for her. Then, but we make a WhatsApp group for only for my siblings to do the thing, to solve it, to how to do it. Then we make some meets 2 times already. It's you have 3 months to solve all the things, to decide what you can do. Then only 2 of them come to make this, to solve something, to decide what to do. Then in this time, one of them start to make a question to me, like, you are doing nothing. What you are doing to solve this? What you are doing? Then why was like that? Because we have this group, all the thing was there. When that call to start doing this, we didn't go. What you are doing to do it? My mom was sick for 4 months. We are going to hospital to do everything for him. We even go to visit her. Then now we are saying that no, you need to start again, to think it again, what you are doing, what you are thinking about it. Then he is to stay calm and start again, because I don't know what you are doing. If you think you are not doing nothing, then he said, I didn't see this group. It's your problem because are there everything you are decided. You need to go there and see everything. I'm not here to explain everything for you. You are one of the siblings. You need to make part of this. Then go there and see what will happen. I'm not guilt of that. Then only this, only this. And I don't know if I'm explaining.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to say about
yeah,
that, but it's
I
okay.
get it.
It's the example that I had.
I get it. And it's really hard when people around us, and I talk about that with my girlfriend a lot. Living at the same place, it's not a responsibility of just one person. It's
Yeah.
on both sides, and we need to take care of that. Of course, there are times that one of each is going to need a help or hand or something, or like take care of the house duties or food or supermarket and everything else, you know. But it's important to have this balance, right?
Yeah, because you want to make a big party for him, for her, because it's 18 years old. 18 is so, and then you need to enjoy it together. Then you are trying to do a good party for him, for her. Then you need to solve it together.
Very good. Lurian, do you wanna add something before we finish?
Just that I think, thank you for the expression I felt in this lump. I think I can imagine and remember a lot of times, but even of all these lumps in my life, I think the important thing is to learn something about it. It's not easy. Sometimes I need some help to learn, but of course it's an opportunity to solve something in your life, right? To be better. It's an opportunity to grow up. So that's it. And I put here a word, expression for desabafar. That is like get something off
Yeah,
of
of
my
the chat.
of my chest. Normally I use like to put something out, to say something loud, you know. But this is a common expression, and since we are
Yeah,
talking a lot about that today,
yeah, to get something off the chest, or I like to use like to release off your thoughts as well,
yes,
you know. So,
nice.
but
And we do this a lot.
get something off your chest, it's very common. So let's put into practice in the next immersion, or you know, to memorize it in like by speaking, not by just remembering. And tomorrow I have all the topics for the entire month already. So tomorrow we're gonna talk about the role of discipline and routine. So we're gonna talk about that. There is also a video. Please, I think it's a TED Talk, so it's a bit longer. So we're not gonna watch it everything. Try to watch it before the immersion or early today, and hope to see you guys tomorrow.